everybody, and I stand on this, and I mean this. When I say we boycotting everything, I mean everything, because remember, y'all, foundational Black Americans, if we don't provide these people any assistance, these folks starve. And right now they starving, because y'all know the motto. That is foundational Black Americans keep on winning, and tethers keep on swimming. And only this time you swimming your ass right on back to your homeland. This is a Black American summer. I got my brothers and sisters in here with me, and we going to work. Anybody want to come on up? Come on up. But let it be known, we run this damn thing. Checkmate. My brother Marcel, are you there, my brother?
Hey, yep, I'm ready. How are you?
I'm great, brother. The floor is yours, family.
Nope, everything you said, I agree with. I'm ready to get this conversation started.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all been seeing everything that's been going on. Y'all been seeing it. Everybody's always talking about these people having issues with us. Everybody's always talking about some type of problems going on out there. But they've been real bold lately, ain't they? These tethers been extra bold. See, the dominant society be out here snatching these people up. They ain't got no problem with that. Dominant society be out there jumping from vans, throwing these people in handcuffs. They ain't got no problem with that. The thing is you come to America and you try to assimilate into Black American culture with a white supremacist mentality. These people do not like us. It's spite, jealousy, and envy, and vitriol. All of the above. That's how they feel. Because these people deep down inside, they want to be like us. And by the way, let me say this. Tethers have no culture. All right? Tethers have no culture. They try to say that we ain't got no culture, but yet we set the culture for the whole planet. You got folks in Japan over there acting like they from Memphis. All right? Foundational Black Americans got it all. I just seen a motherfucker that was trying to be Tupac. His name was Too Black. And his ass was from Nigeria or some goddamn where. So no, tethers ain't got no culture. And tethers are xenophobic. Okay? Let's go there. And by the way, they can't even spell xenophobic. And by the way, on top of that, xenophobic is some shit that comes from white people. So y'all see how they come over here and they basically act like white Karens? And they come over here and talk about how mean we are to them. I'm gonna say this to all the tethers out there. You ain't nothing but some fucking sissies. Only a grown-ass person who's always playing victim and talking about you being mean to me is a pussy. Straight up and down. You's a pussy. You ain't never talk about the dominant society is some type of mean person. When they out here cracking you across the head with a billy club, you get mad at us. If you are grown and you fled your homeland, which means you left Mrs. Fufu number 557 back in your village, you're a sussy. If you come over here and get snatched up by Mayo Matthew and you cry to me, you a sussy. If you on TikTok, the TikTok tether having TikTok tantrums, you are a sussy. And foundational Black Americans, we don't respect no damn sussy. So go ahead, you can hold that, because I know you're running around here talking about, y'all said I'm an African booty scratcher in the 3rd grade. Half y'all didn't come here until your ass was about 17 years old any damn way. Now, I know in your village, you may be 17 in the 3rd grade. I understand that. But we don't do that here in America, okay? So if that made you mad, then let this make you even more mad. Your ass is a pussy, you's a sussy, you's a wimp, and I stand on that. Now, if you somebody from the diaspora and you ride for us, I don't have to make the disclaimer. You know who you are. But if you're a tether and them flip-flops fit, then goddamn it, put them on. Shout out to the family. Let's go to work. My brother, Great Black Shark, is on you.
Salute to you, good brother Black Alpha. Salute to brother Marcel and all the other brothers and sisters in the room. Okay. Can you hear me okay? First of all, good brother.
Brother, you sound certified and strong.
Cool. I will not take up too much time because I know there's other speakers up here, but I'm so glad that you held this space, brother, because one of the things that I want to make clear, and I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody of my lineage that's on code and focus on the empowerment and protection of our people, a lot of these people that are now running to us talking about coalition building. Here's the thing. If you're going to ask us about coalitions, you coming to us now when you're in trouble and Donald Trump and, send them home, tell them home, and are getting you up out of here. That proves us in bad faith. And see, let's also clarify this as far as modern day rules about coalitions. If you're going to seek a coalition from foundational Black American freedmen, that has to be bought with a currency or proof of concept of what you've been doing to earn that. And I'll posit to you this. Can anybody tell me what the immigrant class, especially the melanated ones, have done to earn the right to have a coalition with us? Where's the equivalent reciprocation and appreciation for what our elders and ancestors fought for and sacrificed for to get them over here? I have yet to see it. As far as a collective, because as Brother Black Alpha said, there's individuals that we rock with, but in a collective sense, I have not seen that currency that they've offered up to say, okay, yeah, we can have a coalition. Because see, one of the things about this is if you look like us and you don't have the same mindset against white supremacy as us, what good is being unified with people that are detrimental to our collective cause? With the Congressional Black Caucus and many others, they don't advocate for us on the political level. We don't see them advocating for us in academia. We see what it's like in some of these workplaces. They don't come to us with any type of collective economic empowerment that we can work together to build anything. So it's like when we see them talking about strength in numbers, that's not always true if you don't have the same agenda as what we're having. And they cannot be our representatives if they seek to come over here and assimilate to white supremacy. And the last point I want to make and land with this. For all of you that are in the tether class, you need to get one thing straight. Where we're at now with delineation and as far as looking out for ourselves, this is generational across generations. This is synergy right here. We see Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, and it's going to trickle down to Gen Alpha as far as us putting ourselves first. Because see, one of the things about this is we have to look at our elders in the past during the civil rights era. They meant well. They did what they thought was best at the time. But an intelligent people adapts and course corrects when we see that we made mistakes. And one of the mistakes that you make is giving somebody something for free because they don't appreciate it. So from now on, if you come to us talking about coalitions, that goes for politicians as well, Republicans or Democrat, you better bring proof of concept policy because we're not giving you the benefit of the doubt anymore. The free ride is over. And if you work so much harder than us, you're so much smarter than us, you shouldn't need a coalition with us anyway. Your men need to go back home, build opportunities for you and your women, and until you can do that, you basically a kid sitting at the grown folks table. You have no right to criticize us, and we won't be tolerating any disrespect. With that said, I'll land.
Fire, fire, fire once again for my good brother. Certified salute to you, brother. Man, you made 100 points. I just want to jump on one of them points you made, brother. You absolutely right. These people come over here and they talk about this coalition that doesn't exist. They talk about solidarity that doesn't exist. They talk about a kinship and a friendship that doesn't exist. They don't have it in their homeland, so you know they can never have it here. And they say things that undermine us, like they're going to get rid of Martin Luther King. About your tether feelings. You go ahead and take that back to your village in your homeland, across the street from the water well and 4 villages down from the zebra and the elephant. FBA is not concerned. We focus on ourselves. We're going to do for ourselves. We're going to be independent. Let everybody know this one thing right here. We are the only independent lineage right here in the whole damn country. And I'm going to multiply that by the whole world. We have focused on ourselves, and we always do better when we buy ourselves. We don't need nobody else. Checkmate all the way live. Certified salute to the family. Go ahead, my brother, Marcel.
You know what I noticed? These people have, if you can't destroy it, then claim it mentality. They would have loved to have gotten rid of the Essence Festival. I didn't know the Essence Festival was the largest festival in the United States of America. This goes to show how popular our culture is. They could not destroy it. Some were bragging about how an African guy purchased Essence, but look, we are destroying it because they have forgotten or have refused to honor the essence, pun intended, of the Essence Festival, which is to promote Black American culture. And because of that, we, as Foundation of Black Americans, we have decided that we will destroy it unless they honor its roots. Okay? The same thing happened with hip-hop. They tried to co-opt it, first they tried to destroy it by claiming Afrobeats would be the new popular genre. We see Afrobeat has gone nowhere. It hasn't even charted since that one song with Tim's, and that was, 2 years ago? So since they couldn't replace hip-hop as a dominant genre, now they're trying to claim it. And you know what gets me? This real scolding attitude they have where they think they can reprimand us about the stances we can take. If you have your ducks in a row, then your homeland will not be in shambles. I was watching Tariq's broadcast last night, and there was some guy in some musty-looking taxi or something like that telling us how we need to partner with the diaspora because we don't have the numbers and we don't have a representative who can go to the United Nations. Okay, y'all have all of that on the continent. There's nearly 2 billion of y'all, if not more. You have representatives go to the United Nations, and you're still over here. And you came over here because we're over here. Because if they ever try something with us, we're going to stand up and fight, not stand up and flee. So I noticed they have if we can't destroy it or claim, we're going to try to claim it. And that is something I'm seeing we're pushing back against. And I'm actually glad that they're showing their true colors, because the more they show their true colors, the more on cold our people are getting. I've seen several videos from young foundational Black Americans here on Twitter that are realizing that, hey, we are Black Americans. This is our special culture, and there's no one going to co-opt our culture. We're not going to allow it. So the more they call themselves speaking out against us, but notice they don't ever want to leave us, the more on cold we get, and I love to see it.
Damn right, brother. Damn right. Let me give everybody a little tether logic. Somebody asks a tether where you from, they're going to point to their homeland. Somebody asks a tether where grandma's from, they're going to point to their homeland. Somebody asks a tether again where grandpa from, they're going to point to their homeland. Then they're going to say, where do you live? And they're going to say, right here in America. But then they're going to try to talk down on people here from America. It does not work that way. And like Marcel said, I'm loving seeing the young generation really stand up, because more and more receipts are coming out that brothers and sisters, in terms of foundational Black America,